Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid preview. This is the Real Madrid preview to Cádiz versus Real Madrid. Finally, club football is back. Finally, Real Madrid football is back as well. Um, but yeah, just club football in general. I mean, it's good to have club football back. It's good that the international break is now over. It's good that it won't be around until I want to say March, so we can enjoy for the next 3 months or so. Um, Look, I don't have anything against international breaks. There were some pretty good games this time around. Most recently it was Brazil against Argentina, but we saw many other pretty good games as well, especially in the Euro qualifiers. But it just doesn't really have the same kind of feeling as club football, Premier League, Champions League. Hit me up with those. But as we get back into it, some problems right now. We'll talk about the squad, the starting 11 later, but the problems that risen during this international break, and another reason why I think a lot of people now hate international break is the injuries. I mean, crazy amount of injuries. But two key players for Real Madrid injured for 6 to 8 weeks: Vinicius Junior and Camavinga. So now we have lost even more players on top of two goalkeepers, on top of you know one, two midfielders. We now and a defender. We now have lost another midfielder and an attacker. Um, in fact, wait, we also have Arthur Gula as well. So let's count him as an attacker as well. So two attackers as well. Great. But I spoke more about this in a video recently that I made. The injury crisis, injury issues. Also a bit of Ancelotti potentially signing a new contract renewal. Go and check it out. I'll probably put it somewhere on the screen if I do remember, of course. If not, do go and check it out. It's just like 2-3 videos ago. But let's talk about Cádiz a little bit, because we always want to give our opposition, our opponents, some credit and see how they're doing. So coming into this game, they played recently actually. I think it's a friendly, but let's not talk about that. The last La Liga game, they went away to Getafe and they lost. But let's talk about their home game, because we need to remember that this is a home game for Cádiz. We're traveling away. And if you remember what happened in the past, away at Cádiz, it's not been great. Not last season, 2 seasons ago, it was last year, at the end of 2 seasons ago, in May, we drew away, and we have drawn them 2 times over the last 5 meetings. Let's look at away against Cádiz, head to head. Cádiz have beaten Real Madrid before too as well. That is something that we need to take into consideration. Let's look at this head to head. If they're gonna show me. Yeah, so let's have a look at the head to head. So I mean, this is all the way back, but in 2020, I mean, this is crazy, really, isn't it? Although we haven't lost to them in the last 3 years. In 2020, we lost to them. We did lose to them. We lost to Cádiz at the Bernabeu. We did lose to Cádiz at the Bernabeu, yes. 1-0. 2021 away against Cádiz, a win. 2021 as well at home against Cádiz, we drew. 2022 away against Cádiz, we drew. Last season 2022, we beat them 2-1. Remember the Toni Kroos strike. And earlier at the year in April, we beat them 2-0 as well. So, 3 of the last 5-6 results we have either lost or drawn, right? So this is a team that is hard to go to play against, especially when you're playing them away, because I think a lot of people know what Cádiz are about. You guessed it, defend, all men back, park the bus, 10 men at the back. You get me, right? You get me. It's a very hard team to break down. And the fact that we don't have Vinicius Jr. for this game makes it worse, because at least if we have got his speed on the wing, we can just run through, right? We can't even do that now. But let's talk about their home form, because they drew Sevilla the last time they played at home. They lost to Girona. They drew Rayo Vallecano. They beat Villarreal. They drew Almeria. And they beat Alaves. So they are doing well against teams that are maybe towards the bottom of the table. They have not been able to pick up a win against a top 10 side, really, because I don't think Villarreal are doing so well, and they lost to Girona. So, if Girona, and I'm not trying to compare, but if you want to retake the lead of the Liga from Girona, you have to kind of match what they do. And Girona went away against Cádiz. It was a narrow 1-0 win, let's be honest, but it was still a win. You have to go away now against Cádiz and get the job done. Even if it's another 1-0 narrow win, like Girona did, you have to go away and you have to get that result done. And that is the biggest problem here. Because if we can't go away to Cádiz and get a win, and Girona win against Bilbao, that is really, really, poor. Because then we'll be even more back from where we should be, because they are currently 2 points clear at the top. I expect them to continue winning the next few games, which contain Athletic Bilbao and Valencia at home. Barcelona, maybe not, but if you don't take about Barcelona, the next 5 games, except for Barcelona, it should be wins, right? It should be wins, realistically. I mean, they do have Atletico Madrid at the start of the new year as well, but, Alaves, Valencia, Athletic Bilbao, maybe Real Betis, maybe they can stick a point away from Barca or Atletico Madrid, who knows? But we have to close this gap down. The good thing is, for Real Madrid, the next few fixtures are pretty decent. Cádiz away, don't underestimate them. Granada at home, don't underestimate them, but okay. Real Betis away, Villarreal at home, Alaves away, Mallorca at home, Getafe away. You're not playing Barcelona, you're not playing Atletico Madrid, you're not playing Girona, you're not playing, top 4 teams. You have to get 3 points from these games, and that's what I'm saying. Against Cádiz, we have to go away, even if it's a 1-0 win, even if it's a narrow win, we have to go and get the 3 points, and that is what is the most important. Get the 3 points. And like I said, Girona have Atletico Bilbao at home, Barcelona have Rayo Vallecano away, and we struggled against them at home. So hopefully Rayo Vallecano can do something against Barcelona. And Atletico Madrid have Mallorca at home, so that should be 3 points for them. But we can't really focus a lot more on others, but to focus more on ourselves. So what will be my starting 11? Starting 11 for me, Lulin, because he's the only keeper left. Back 4, actually pretty solid, no injuries. Fran Garcia, Mendy, I think Fran Garcia. Alaba, Rudiger, yeah, because Militao's injured, I don't see Nacho playing. Carvajal, great. Midfield, disaster, because we have 3 midfielders. Like literally 3 first team midfielders. I don't know when Ceballos is back. We know that Tchouaméni will probably be back in 6 to 8 weeks, so that's around December. I read that he will be back around mid-December. Camavinga will be out for another a month and a half, so he'll be back at the New Year's, so that's great. So if you exclude those 2, you have Nico Paz as probably a backup player, but except for that, not really anyone else. Of course, I don't see Bellingham starting this one as well. He could be on the bench, and maybe he'll come on, but I don't see him starting. So the midfield trio, it has to be Modric and Kroos, and I'm concerned because as much as we can play the ball forward, even if we send lots of crosses in the box, Cádiz will just get it out because they're playing very defensive. In such a game where you're playing against a low block, having a key passer in the midfield isn't the most important. You need pace, you need speed, something that I don't see Kroos or Modric having at their age. So that's a concern. Valverde playing is crucial because he has that, but Modric and Kroos, I think, could be, and I'm not saying they're bad players, but could be vulnerable, especially towards the second half, I would say. But you have to go with that because you have no one else, unless Ancelotti risks Bellingham and place him in a midfield trio and play Brahim Diaz further forward, which could happen, but I don't see. Front three Brahim Diaz as the attacking player. I think one good thing about Brahim Diaz playing is it's not anymore a 4-man diamond midfield, because Brahim Diaz can drift to the wings. He could be a left winger. As much as that's not his position, he's more of a right winger. He could drift to the wing, right? And again, we don't have any other option. I don't see Bellingham being raised. Arda Güler is probably going to be out for another, month, 2 months, 3 months probably. I mean, we don't know when Arda Güler is back. Like, literally no one has told us anything. So we can only assume that he's going to be out for the next 6 weeks as well. Really, but I hope it's shorter than that. Front two, it has to be Rodrigo and Joselu because we have no one else. So, that's that. Score prediction, I'm gonna be straightforward. I'm gonna say 1-0 Real Madrid. I don't see anything else. Where the goal's gonna come from, I don't know. Defensively, I have faith. The back four, the back five with Lunin, I think is solid. Going forward, we have nothing. We have nothing going forward, and that's a concern. Especially going forward, we have no subs. Defensively, if we're in a bit of a position that we have to bring defenders on, Mendy, Nacho, maybe Lucas Vasquez can come on, right? We have at least three defenders. Midfield, we don't have anyone. Attack, we have no one. So that is the problem. I do assume and expect that some youth players will be caught up. Maybe Alvaro Rodriguez could be caught up for the bench. But except for that, I don't see anyone else really. But let me know where your thoughts are down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit that button instead, subscribe to the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.